right, here we go. You know me as Ted, and I've been teaching you piano now for a little over a month and a half, and this is going to be your first practice online. As you can see over on this side, I have a few boxes up. Some of it is for, different effects, but a lot of it is so that you can track your pace with me. You said you wanted to learn Pirates of the Caribbean, so I'm going to go through a step-by-step of how I get to this scenario of how I play, okay? And you can take this pattern, because that's all it is. That's all the keyboard is a set of patterns that you figure out how to use. No different than English or Spanish or Arabic or French, right? You use that pattern to convey a particular emotion or communication. So let's go ahead and get started. You chose the Pirates of the Caribbean, and we're going to jump over here real quick because I want to show you this method. Oh, I'm changing it back to the original. So the original of this was in the key of F. So it went like this. For you to get a better look at what that looks like, I will put it in here. And you can come to this section, like just jot down the time frame of this section, and then come back to this, and you can slow it down or whatever. The melody is actually really easy, and the original melody was in F, okay? But remember, we have to change it to C. So I'm going to show you the original melody, okay? And then I'm going to show you what we're going to change it to so you can understand what transition is, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to transition it to C. So instead of starting on A, we are going to start on E. And the reason that we do that is because it's easier to play in this key. Now going back, like I said, I want you to bring up your this website so that you can do this too. All right? I'm not saying that it has to be exactly this way, but what I'm going to show you at least puts in your mind how the left hand is supposed to fit that melody. What you're supposed to, because all the website's going to show you is how to play the pinky game. Okay? So let's go ahead and go back here. And I want you, see my little cursor? I want you to notice this part right here. This will show you all the chords. This is the original chord. But in order to get this into C, all right, this D minor has to become an A minor. Okay, so we're going to go down here to the transpose function, and we can either go up or down. It doesn't matter because we're just doing this to find the code. So we're just going to keep clicking, and if you know your alphabet, you know how to do this. And now it's in A minor. And what that does is that shows me the pattern for the first two lines. So for example, these are the only lines we're playing, okay? And see how it shows you the chord here and here and here. Remember, that little C, that's where you put your 1, okay? And that 1 is the beginning of the pinky game. So if we have you can either look at this or you can just go off the lettering system. And so it's a 6, a 4, a 3, back to a 6. And then it's a 4, a 1, a 5, and a 6. That's the first two lines. If you want to move on, that's totally fine. Okay? I'm just going to do the first two lines, and that's what I'm going to expect you to practice. Okay? Because I'm showing you the full method all the way through, and then we'll be done. Okay? So say, for example, I want to play that in right now. And I come in here and I just go... all I'm doing is the pinky game in my left hand, and that's it. Oh. And then the melody is really easy. It just does it over again, except for instead of the last one being dun dun dun, it's just da da. That's it. That's the only difference. I'm gonna play it again with the the embers here in a second. I just want to show you how I'm just following the the setup here. I translated it in my mind. I showed you how to change it from the lettering to the numbering, right? So I start off with my pinky on 6, do the pinky game, and then my pinky goes from 6 to 4 to 3 to 6. Okay? And the melody goes. And then when I go to the next one, it starts on 4. And you can choose the tempo that you want. What I want to get you to, and we're going to jump back here so I can show you on this. This is where I want, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is where I want you to come and sit down, and because I know you really like this graphic, I know you like how it looks and how it's presented to you. So what I want you to understand is that when you come here and you're like, hey, which key should I be playing with which note? You can use this as another visualization tool. So I'm going to play the melody for you here real quick. That's the second part of the melody. Let me start again. All we're going to do is add the pinky and do the pinky game. That's it. And if you get a little bit crazy and you want to add the, like I said, all you're doing is adding the 3 and the 5 in this hand to get the full chord. If you were playing in F instead of C, you would have to remember that this is part of the C chord. Or not the C chord, the F chord. Or the F scale, okay? I don't want you to have to worry about that, so we're going to be playing in C, right? And the 6, right, that we play on, all you got to do is add 3 and the 5 to it, and you've got your chord. So you could do this. And it's that simple. Notice how I showed you, just like back here, it literally is just this 4-chord progression, and that's it. So if you memorize real quick that it goes 6, 4, 3, 6, is the first line, and then 4, 1, 5, 6. You have your pinky game, and then all you have to do is add those extra 2 to it, and you could play that. Now, if you want to get even crazier, and we'll go back here, and I don't know if your little hands can stretch this far, but adding an octave where you stretch your hand as far as you can and just hit with your 1 and your 5, you will just add this so it'll sound like really powerful. Okay? And that's it. You can practice that however you want. What I want you to get at is this melody is not too hard, not too difficult, and you know how to hum it. So if you get to a point where you're like, what comes next? Just hum it out in your mind and follow the up or down tone, right, that you're going for. So da 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 da, and that's it. So that's it for the lesson. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have fun playing Pirates of the Caribbean, and I guess we will set up something for next week. If you can, go ahead and make a video of you practicing. I don't care where you get. I don't care if you just get to the beginning of the pinky game or you get to the full-on commotion of it. If that's something that you want to get into. Because remember, this is just a building process. You're going to get to a point where you're like, oh, I can embellish however I want, and you won't need to play just one note at a time. You'll understand that these chords seamlessly fit together into the melody, and that's how music is made. So have fun. I'll talk to you soon. Make a video, send it to me, and any questions you got. Talk to you later. Have fun. Bye.